Welcome to another episode of Orioles Franchise here in MLB The Show 25. Just a small update before we start today's game. We did unfortunately have to put Jordan Westberg on the injured list with a pulled hamstring. Thought about not doing it, but then I was worried it would turn into a tear. So we called up Emmanuel Rivera. I don't know why it keeps wanting to default to the other team's broadcast package. I don't know if I like O'Hearn being out of the lineup, even though it's a lefty, so let's roll with it. Got Uncle Charlie Morton on the mound. Uncle Charlie has been pretty good so far.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon.
Orioles come in 12-9, but they have lost the series.
Orioles. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance.
Let's highlight Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry
What a
that momentum
game.
over to today. We're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
There you go, Orioles versus Reds.
Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, Charlie Morton. How about a scouting report on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
In now for the Reds, Santiago Espinal.
Come on, Charlie.
First pitch misses.
First pitch, 136.
Veteran catcher, veteran pitcher.
And another ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 3.
Third pitch of this ball game, that one right in the zone, but it's called for a ball, man. That's frustrating, but you got to stay focused. Keep making that pitch. You're going to get the strike call.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Base hit.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. McClain, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. Flares it into the outfield. Hauls it in for the out.
Why does Emmanuel Rivera look like Bartolo Colon?
For them in recent games, Tyler Stevenson.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Tyler Stevenson. Swing and a miss.
There you go.
1.
know, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Espinal off of first with 2 away.
Let's go, Charlie.
Now a fly ball to right center. O'Hearn on the move to the alley. Nabs it, and that is that.
Nice run down by O'Hearn.
So 1 left for Cincinnati, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Nick Lodolo.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
0 and 2 now as he swings through it. Lodolo with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. In the dirt, now 1 and 2.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
And the batter now, Emmanuel Rivera. Swing and a miss.
Come on, Rivera.
That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Foul ball. Henderson with a homer in his last game. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball there. Stevenson to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning.
Good inning for Lodolo.
Back here in Baltimore. And now here is Gavin Lux. Morton back to work. That one pulled foul. Morton, multi-time All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next pitch is outside. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Bird. If you can command your stuff on
Charlie.
the edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Reese Hines stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that one hammered. Carlson ranging back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
There we go.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Uncle Charlie Morton.
Morton ready to fire now. Yeah, this one bounces away from Sanchez. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Man at second. That one not close. 2-2. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball.
Let's go.
Third out, that ends the frame. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Back now at Oriole Park. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn. That's in there. It's 0-1. catches this one.
That's going to be a double.
Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, and he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
I love the approach he had.
Way to just go with the pitch, Ryan.
Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Orioles trying to salvage the final game of this series. Hopefully I play better than the Orioles did in real life on Easter Sunday.
No outs.
If you know, you know.
And he gets tied up right there.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Ripped to short. Move it. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Ramon.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Down the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Come on, Ramon. Base hit. Urias come through again, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. As Brian O'Hearn scores. Let's go, Birds.
That's a good approach, paying off.
Runner on at first with one gone. And into the box for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. Fought off foul.
The Birds are back in town.
Double play ball to second. Glove flip for one. What a double play that was.
Nice double play for the Reds. But the Orioles take the lead.
RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Spencer Steer.
The Reds have had the Orioles number in the series.
That's in there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1-2. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Backed him off.
There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. Espinal stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up in RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. And he beats it. He's safe.
Oh, my.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Could be two. Off balance beat. There's one. To first, not in time.
No, I'm going to double him up.
Great effort there. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevens.
I should have actually gone to third.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Stays alive. And that'll load the bases.
No, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
In the air, left field, down the line. Drops into the glove. Runners tagged up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly.
All of a sudden, the Orioles are now losing to the Reds.
Reese Hines now at the plate. First pitch just misses.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Right through there for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the third and final game of the series. Breaking ball misses down and away.
3-1.
Out to short, Henderson. Throw is wide. He's off
Ooh.
the bag. Run scores, and this inning
Ooh, Rivera.
continues.
Off the
Here's the
bag.
first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. That ends the inning. And they limit the damage. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead.
Frustrating.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. This is Dylan Carlson. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
1 up, 1 down. Right side. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. On the ground to third, Espinal. Tosses across the first. And that is that. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Jake Fraley. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them.
I don't remember him being in Seattle or ever playing in the majors in Seattle.
More pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That one missed.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first. Next for Cincinnati.
Runner,
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw.
Got him.
Great throw by Gary Sanchez.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
1 out, base is empty. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses. And a full count now. Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boo. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. Espinal up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. In the air, right field. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting.
Now the
second
number
baseman,
2 hitter, Matt McClain. Just missed. That one ripped. O'Hearn right there to make the grab. And that's the 3rd out.
Let's go.
Reds leave 1, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Gets under it and pops it up. De La Cruz moving under this one. Makes the grab, one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson, 0 for 1 so far. The other way, Espinal jumps, throws in there safely.
There we go.
And we're talking about an emerging leader on a team. Those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example. You know, game in, game out.
Swinging a foul straight back. And that one is lifted in the air. Fraley makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Now batting.
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Sanchez, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stevenson makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Baltimore, ready now for the 5th inning. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz.
Now pitching for the Orioles. Number 45.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. De La Cruz with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together
Ellie
impressive
De La
stretches throughout his
Cruz.
career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Ellie falls victim to the K.
Gosh,
Okay.
here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All
I see you
fastballs.
kicking.
Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Stevenson,
0-1.
the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No ball, 2 strike.
That
1
misses
ball,
the
2
zone.
strike.
Ball 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can.
Zips it to first.
Nice winning
And the
Keegan
Reds go
Aiken.
1, 2, 3. Reds go down quietly, and the score stays 3-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's
Leading
check
off
out the
for the
latest
Orioles,
news from around the league.
Third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Lodolo back to work. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Orioles definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to
1-1.
wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Next
No,
offering is
that's the ball.
downstairs.
So those first pitch
Let's
numbers,
go,
Tony,
let's
they
go.
should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just
Ramon Urias
This is blasted.
goes yard.
Back there, on its way, gone.
He now has both RBIs for the Orioles today.
Gigantic blast. It's 3-2.
Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Swing and a pop-up.
Pops him up.
Calls it in, and there's one away. Dylan Carlson digs in now. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
He is pounding the strike zone.
On the ground to third. To first, but it
Yes.
off the bag. One gone runner at first. Jorge Mateo now.
We got life.
Left fielder, Jorge Mateo.
Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Brings it in. 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. In the dirt.
There we go. Now he's got to run in scoring position.
A man into scoring position. One now. And right back to the mound.
Nice play by Lodolo.
First inning over, and it could have been worse. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show.
It's the Ramon Urias show for the Orioles.
All set for the start of the
Alrighty.
I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. We're in
Let's
the
see if we
sixth
can-
and nobody out. So up next, Reese Hines. Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there. On the warning track.
O'Hara's there.
So digging in, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And he pumps it a strike. Encarnacion Strand measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021.
Encarnacion Strand.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Jake Fraley, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Nice job. Nice job. Come on.
And that drops in for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they go quietly there. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th.
Okay, okay.
And we're
The
back.
right part of the lineup to do the
6th
damage.
inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Emmanuel Rivera. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well,
I'm really embarrassed that he only has
even though
42
it's right
pitches
there,
going
it
into
looks
the
pretty
bottom of the
good.
6th.
If he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one popped in the air, left field. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball.
Base
And
hit.
that one gets through
4
into
for
center
11 in the
field.
series
So a
for
man aboard now with one
Gunnar.
away.
Really
nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
O'Hearn in the box now. Takes strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball one there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one misses. 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a ball line to center.
Oh my goodness.
Can't make the play. Henderson rounds third, headed for the plate.
The center fielder makes a bonehead play. O'Hearn is going to get a, hopefully, I think that's going to be called a triple. Yes.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's
Let's
a
go.
good example of it right there. Got the barrel
Gunner scores.
squared it up with the well-timed swing and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could
If
be
you don't
deciding.
dive, that's just a single runners on first and third.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. Out to short.
There you go. All Gary Sanchez had to do was make contact. That's what he did.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Nick Lodolo gives way, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point and will come back with a new arm. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Scott Barlow.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance
Scott
to fight
Barlow.
back into the game.
Urias forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. And the 1-0.
2-0.
He's been raking in recent games.
Orioles
and
now with a
big
4-3
reason
lead.
why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
This to center field. De La Cruz flying after this one. Makes a nice running catch. And that will end the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. 7th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Reds 3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Sir Anthony
Sir
Dominguez.
Anthony Dominguez looking to hold the lead now.
Steer in the box now. Takes strike
No
1.
ball. 1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
And no one can get there.
Nearly perfect pitch.
Throw back in quickly. First and second.
Fall
now
off
with
by
nobody
Espinal.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And there's the ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that'll load the bases.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. The flip to second. And
Double
Orioles
play.
scores on the double play.
They do tie it up.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tyler Stevens now at the plate. Fought off foul. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Check swing, and he went. That's strike
No
two.
ball. 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Okay.
A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. 7th inning stretch time.
Not a good inning for Dominguez, but it
We're
could
back
have
in
been
a
worse.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
55.
Taylor Rogers.
Bringing in the
Taylor
lefty with a
Rogers.
left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So now here's the DH. Heston Kjerstad. 0 for 2 in this one. So now a pinch hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. He represents the go-ahead run. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Come on, Mountie.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
It's a tough at bat right there. You go up trying to be aggressive,
Wow.
fall behind 0-2 in the count, and then spit on one you think's a ball, only to get rung up. Probably a little too close to take, though.
Yeah, he had it right. StatCast showed that one missing the zone, but not by a lot. And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2.
That's going to be
And
extra
he's into
bases.
second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and
No ball.
he'll feel
1
real
strike.
good about that one. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Ramon Laureano. And he's got the go-ahead run out there in scoring position for him. There's the swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Now a long throw home.
Right on the tag.
They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch misses. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball.
Good
1 strike.
late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Gonna
One
really
ball.
need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And here's the first baseman, Emmanuel Rivera. 0 for 3 in this one. Line and a base hit
Emmanuel
into right.
Rivera
Runner
comes
around
through
third
in the
on his way
clutch
to the plate. He'll score
to give the
easily
Orioles a
with
5-4 lead.
RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Henderson goes after that one for strike 1.
Just make sure or something. Yeah.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Mm-hmm.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Baltimore now with a 5-4 lead.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Chopped on the ground. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
But Emmanuel
But they pick
Rivera
up one
comes
run
through
on
for the
RBI
Orioles
single.
and gives them a
It's now
5-4 advantage.
5-4 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a new
Orioles.
arm of the mound to start the eighth. Ryan
Number
Baker.
43.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that one in the air center field. One away. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Reese Hines. There's the strike.
Reese Hines.
No ball.
Trying to
One
hold
strike.
a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the eighth. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one missed. Swing
Got
and
him.
a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's there with a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. Really important at bat coming up now.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
So the tying run at second, and just misses with that one.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Fly ball down the line, and that is a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to
Baker
let
gets
it
him
out.
through 8.
That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing.
Pitching for Cincinnati.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Sam Bowl.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one out to right. Hines makes the catch. One down. Gary Sanchez at the plate.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swings through that
Every
one.
game's a different
Cincinnati
star for the
bullpen
Orioles.
has some movement. Brent Suter getting ready to go. Diaz getting cranked up as well. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now. 2 down, bases empty. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He swings and fouls one off. And here it comes. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there.
Here comes the mountain.
We go to the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Spencer Steer. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them
One
to
down.
swing at. Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Out to center. Holiday sizes this one up.
2 down.
Balls it in, 2 away.
That's 2.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
O'Hearn almost got there.
That's inside.
That's a ball.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2 and 1. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself
guy
to stay
Batista
back
did not
just a
want to
tad bit
see.
longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
2 outs. Swings through that.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just
Right side, hard hit.
And
now
the Orioles salvage Game 3 of the series, so they don't
You
get
just
swept.
come to a couple of games a year to see your team win at home. There's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. As the Orioles win this one, for Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the win. Felix Batista gets the save. But the real story is the unsung heroes for the Baltimore Orioles. All right, well, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. Your support's greatly appreciated. Thanks.